First and foremost, I would like to say thank you for you guys for joining us again on another episode of our exclusive webinar series organized by the Marketing and Recruitment Center, University Malaya. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Muhammad Irshad bin Zaini. I'm the Marketing and Recruitment Officer in charge of the marketing activities and promotion, both at local and international levels, with specialization in event management. And I'll be your moderator for today. Okay, before we start our session, let us go through some of the housekeeping announcements so that we can have an uninterrupted session. Firstly, please mute your microphone and please do not click any button before and during the webinar session, as this session will be recorded. Therefore, we seek for your kind assistance. Secondly, today's webinar will be divided into two main segments, in which the first part will be the introductory session, which will be conducted by our guest speaker, as well as more information on the amazing deal that we have for Malaysian applicants, especially when you are applying for our bachelor's degree program. And the second session will be the Q&A session, which will be moderated by me. Okay. Next, kindly note that the audience is encouraged to ask questions related to today's webinar's topic through the chat box down below. If you can see there's down below, there's a chat box over there. And I'll be reading to your questions depending on the remaining times of today's session. And last but not least, we really appreciate it if you could share with us the feedback of today's webinar through our feedback from through the feedback form that will pop up once this webinar session ends. Okay, without further ado, let me introduce our honorable guest speaker for today. He's Associate Professor Dr. Zulkhairi Mustapha. He's the Deputy Dean for Undergraduate Study at the Faculties of Business and Accountancy. Okay, he was born and raised in Kota Baharu, Kelantan. He's the youngest in the family of 7 siblings. He's happily married with 4 lovely daughters and currently resides in Bandar Baru Bangi, Selangor. He's passionate about food and enjoys traveling. And he is also the Associate Professor in the Department of Accounting, Faculty of Business and Accountancy, University Malaya. He holds a PhD in Accounting and Finance from Cardiff University, United Kingdom, and MBA in Accountancy from the University Malaya. He's also the Associate Member of the Malaysian Institute of Chartered Accountant, MICPA. He's also the current Deputy Dean for Undergraduate for the Faculty of Business and Accountancy. Okay, and prior to this, he was the head of the Accounting Department and the head of Customer Feedback and Improvement Unit at the Quality Management Enhancement Center, University Malaya. He has taught various subjects such as management, accounting, taxation, and research methods, both at undergraduate and also postgraduate level. He is actively involved in postgraduate supervision, research, and consultancy work. He also conducted training in numbers of workshops and has appeared in tax forum organized by local broadcasters. And it is with great honors to have him on board with us today to share his vast experience as the Deputy Dean for Undergraduate Studies at the Faculty of Business and Accountancy. And so let us together explore the world of business and accountancy. Without any further delay, please welcome Dr. Zulkhairi to continue our session. Over to you, Doctor.
Thank you very much, Irshad, for the welcoming introduction. That's very lovely for you to say certain things about me. And welcome to everybody who are present here. So I hope the session is going to help you to decide which faculty or which university you're going, and I do hope that the session will benefit and will open up, and answer any of the questions that you may have regarding our programs in Faculty of Business for University of Malaya. So without further ado, I will just go straight to the presentation. Okay. So again, that's me. Okay, I think we have enough. You have heard enough about me, so I don't want to be looking at it. So we go straight to the agenda. What are the things that I'm going to talk about today and sharing with you is I'm going to talk a bit on the University Malaya in general, including our ranking, and also to introduce you to the Faculty of Business and Accountancy. And I will zoom into what are the programs that have been offered in our faculty, any student exchange program that you may apply for during your study in the university. What are the clubs that are available for you to join, why you should choose UMFBA, Faculty of Business and Accountancy, a little bit snapshot of certain interesting places around UM, and finally about the application and your Q&A. So if you have any questions as stated by Irshad just now, you can just write down what are the questions that you have. Okay, so this is the main gateway for University of Malaya. We actually have 4 entrances. This is the main one, so you can see the beautiful gateway there. We are situated in the heart of Kuala Lumpur Center. So we are basically in the city center, but you will see later on that we are actually quite a green campus also. So if you are looking to study in a university which is not too remote and yet not too urban, so we are the right choice for you. Okay. A little bit history about the University of Malaya. We have a long history. We were established in 1905. At that time, the name is King Edward the 7th College of Medicine, Singapore, and then it becomes Raffles College of Singapore, and then it becomes University of Malaya in 1949. But the campus in Kuala Lumpur was established in 1959. As you can see here, that's where it was established. And then later on, we split with Singapore. So in Singapore, it now remains as the National University of Singapore. And we in the KL campus become University of Malaya. Okay, so that's our history. So we have a long history. Okay, and regarding the faculty itself, regarding the ranking of the university, we have, I think some of you may have checked our ranking. We have improved and progressed very well every year. So this year we were ranked number 70, but for the year 2021, which were released sometimes a few months ago, we will now rank at number 59. Okay, so if you're looking at the ranking for the business and economics and accounting, we will rank also in business and management studies in the top 100. And for accounting and finance, we're in the top 150 for the QS ranking by subject. For the THE World University ranking, we'll rank around 176 to 200 for business and economics. So in terms of ranking wise, we are quite established. We were the premier university in Malaysia. Okay, let's look at the faculty itself. The faculty has also its own history. We were established, basically the program, business and accountancy program, were first being offered in 1966. I don't think any of you were here have been born at that year. Okay, it was quite some time ago, 1966. But at that time, we were under the Faculty of Economics and Administration. Only in 1997, due to the high demand and also the expansion of the programs, we separated from the Faculty of Economics and Administration, and the new Faculty of Business and Accountancy was established. So we were, in terms of age, we were quite young faculty, but we have a longer history in terms of the programs. So now in 2020, we started in 1997 with 2 bachelor degree programs, but now in 2020, we have 3 bachelor degree programs, namely Bachelor of Accountancy, Bachelor of Business Administration, and Bachelor of Finance. So we have also 4 master's programs. Initially, we only have 2 programs, MBA and MM. So now we have added 2 new programs, Master of Accountancy, Reporting and Master of Marketing is also a new program which were introduced sometimes last year. We also have a PhD by research. This is quite an old program, but the recent one is Doctor of Management, which will also be introduced in 2018, 2019. Okay, so in total, we now have 9 programs being offered under the Faculty of Business and Accountancy. Our vision follows the university vision, but to be specific, we have our mission for the faculty to be an internationally renowned institution of higher learning in research, innovation, publication, and teaching. We aspire to be the leader and preferred institution in business and accounting education by providing the graduates with quality education and global perspectives that meet the evolving needs of the various stakeholders. And we also aim to have to contribute to the advancement of knowledge in the area of business and accounting through quality research and publication. So that's basically our overarching vision and mission, and it has been translated in the way that we do things at the faculty. To give you an idea how about the staffing that we have 28% of our staffs are support staff, while the remaining are the academics. So in total, we have 73 academics in various disciplines, and we have 35 staff of non-academic support staff. 4% of our staff are professors, and 17% are associate professors, where majority of our lecturers are under the senior lecturers and 4% under professionals. We have 5 departments in the faculty. As Mr. Irshad had mentioned earlier on, I'm from accounting department. This is the largest department in the faculty. We also have business policy and strategy department, marketing department, finance and banking department, and operations and management information systems department. So altogether we have 5. This is the management team. As you can see, it is dominated by female. We have, our dean is also a female. I'm among the few males who are in the management, okay? So you have the dean is Professor Dr. Cik Rohana Issa. She is the dean for the faculty, assisted with 3 deputy deans. I'm in charge of the undergraduates, while Associate Professor Dr. Yusniza is on the looking after the postgraduates, and Associate Professor Dr. Nur Ismawati as the Deputy Dean for Research and Development. The 5 departments are headed by these lecturers. So you can have, you can see here that Dr. Noriza Mustamil is the head for business policy and strategy. Associate Professor Dr. Norbani Chitha is the marketing head of department. Associate Professor Dr. Nusra Raja Safi is an Dr. Nurushanas Ahmad Mazan is the finance and banking head of department, and Associate Professor Dr. Kanagi is the operation and management information systems. So the officers we have here is Mr. Encik Muhammad Nasruddin. He is the principal assistant registrar and assisted by 3 other main management, Mrs. Khairul Baria Muhammad Sabri, Normala Abdurrahim, and Nur Hazwani Abdurrahman as the assistant person. So this is basically the management team at the faculty. We have a long list of accreditation, and we are still in pursuit of certain more accreditation. Our business school or the whole faculty is been accredited by AACSB since 2016. This is a very prestige accreditation from the International School of Business to recognize the high quality that the program that we offered. We are also being given the 4 out of 5 palms for the top business school by Universal. And we are now currently pursuing the EQUIS qualification by EFMD. We are also, our MBA is also being accredited by Association of MBAs. So AMBA is the accreditation body. For the undergraduates, especially for the accounting program, we are being recognized by professional organizations such as we have here ACCA, ICAW, IAP, CPA Australia, CPA Malaysia, CIMA, and so on. So we have these are the strong points of our degree program, because you will get exemptions if I mean, upon the completion of your studies at the university with our program, you will get the maximum what do you call that, exemption from this professional body. So for those, especially under accounting program, will enjoy or will have a more short path to become a professional accountant upon the completion of the degree. In terms of industry collaborations and networking, we are very, very close with the industry. So these are some of the names that we have worked very closely. Some of it maybe you are quite familiar. Some of it are Malaysian based, but you can see here Google, L'Oreal, Panasonic, I think you are quite familiar, but those are the ANM is the Accountant Negara Malaysia, which is local. Accounting General's Office in CF is also the university in Malaysia. Okay, so this is just to say that we have close collaboration with the networking with the industry. Just a glimpse of what we have in terms of the facilities in the university. We have two auditoriums. We also have 4 computer labs, 2 interactive rooms, because we have a new building, so it looks quite nice inside there. Okay, we have 5 meeting rooms, and also we have 23 seminar rooms to accommodate all the students during to go through the learning experience with the faculty. Okay, this is our building, our new building, the rooftop, where normally students will come here. We don't open it. We used to open it, but now we have to close it for security reason. But it will be open during the convocation, because it's, as you can see, it's quite a nice view here. So most of the time, the students come here to do photo session after their graduation. So it's quite nice actually on the rooftop of our faculty. Okay, so that's about the faculty in general. So let's look into the main thing that I want to talk about, which is our programs that we have. Okay, in terms of enrollment, we have from 2015 cohort to 2019 cohort. In total, we have 1,862 students for undergraduates, 716 doing their Bachelor of Business Administration. 841 students are doing their Bachelor of Accounting. 305 students are doing their Bachelor of Finance. So if you can look at the composition here, majority, well, almost 45%, almost half of it are studying Bachelor of Accounting. That's the largest intake that we take. And BFIN, as it is a new program, so it's still, we still have a small portion of Bachelor of Finance students at the moment. Okay, for both Bachelor of Business Administration and Business and Bachelor of Accounting, the entry requirements are similar. Okay, for the international student, the minimum CGPA is 3.3, and we require English qualifications. So the minimum band, if you're taking IELTS, is 5.5. Or if you're taking TOEFL, it's either 550 for the PBT or 213 for the computer-based test, or 80 for IBT in TOEFL. So these are the requirements for English. And we also have a special entry requirements, which means that you have also to pass the faculty in entrance interview. So the interview will more or less be within 15 to 20 minutes, and we will conduct this interview online. So the arrangement will be made by the faculty upon receiving the application, and those who are being shortlisted will be called for an interview. So you need to pass the interview. At the same time, in terms of the quality, in any of the 2 subjects, accounting, mathematics, economics, business studies, physics, or chemistry. And for if you're taking AUSMAT, Australian Matriculation Program, we need a minimum score of of Australian Tertiary Admission Rank ATA of 80 points, and also a minimum score of 70% in any of the 2 subjects listed down here. So mathematics, business management, enterprise, economics, accounting and finance, physics, or chemistry. For those who are doing international baccalaureate program diploma, the minimum score is 35 points and the minimum grade 5 in 2 of the following subjects, any of the 2 following subjects. Okay, so this is the requirements for Bachelor of Accounting and Bachelor of Business Administration. Okay, I didn't share with you the entry requirement for Bachelor of Finance because it is not open, still not open for the international students. Okay, so it is only available for the domestic student, for the Malaysian student at the moment, but we do have planned in the year ahead to open it also for the international students. However, at present moment, the Bachelor of Finance is only available for the local students. For Bachelor of Business Administration program, the course duration is 3.5 years. All learning will take place in the Kuala Lumpur campus, okay, now KL campus. It's available for the local as well as the international students, and our intake, we only have 1 intake. We used to have 2 intake, 1 in September and 1 in February. However, looking at the to facilitate better, so we have decided starting from this year, we're going to take only 1 intake for the international students. So both domestic, local and international students will have the similar intake, but for this year, we have changed the semester dates. So for this year, it will be in October, not September. Normally we open in September, but for this year, because of the COVID-19 pandemic, the semester will be shifted to a little bit late to October. So for this year, the semester will start in October. As an overview, this Bachelor of Business Administration overview is to equip, these are the main goals of the programs, to equip graduates with knowledge, competency, practical skills, leadership attributes, and problem-solving skills in business management. We have 4 areas of concentration within the Bachelor of Business Administration, meaning to say if you want to have some specialized concentration in your degree, you have to take a number of courses coming from management, marketing, finance and banking, or operation and management information system. So as a whole, the program requires 122 credits before you can graduate. These are the breakdown of the courses, the number of credits for the courses. So you can see here that there are requirements for you to sit for the university courses, faculty core courses, faculty elective core courses, faculty elective courses, program core courses, as well as program elective courses. And this particular program also requires you to do some industrial training worth of 10 credits. So basically 1 semester. The fee here for the international students is $15,534 US. Okay, and this particular Bachelor of Business Administration program is being professionally recognized by the Chartered Financial Analyst Institute. So the graduates from this program can be considered for the CFA program awareness sponsorship to pursue their CFA professional qualifications. So this is also applies for our business Bachelor of Finance as well. Okay. In terms of career, what you can do with the degree, based on what we have, from the alumni, the first job will be coming into the range of to become a consultant coordinator, accounts executive, customer insights analyst, marketing coordinator, business partner, and so on. And over the years, within 5 to 10 years, it goes higher into the, for example, specialist social media specialist, brand manager, business development manager, human resource manager. We expect the students will move the ladder into the managerial role, and within 15 to 20 years, you're looking around to become the leader in the organization, to become the management partner, for example, chief people officer, a chief marketing officer, managing director, and so on. So these are the path or the possible career outcome that you can actually gain when you actually undertake our programs for BBA. Okay, so for Bachelor of Accounting, slightly longer compared to the BBA. It's a 4-year program, and the particular degree aims to equip graduates with a practical and conceptual understanding of accounting methods and techniques, skills, leadership, ethical value, and also an appreciation of interdisciplinary links to accounting. So the accounting program has been extensively, the curriculum has been extensively developed to prepare the students for employment advancement in the field of private as well as the government sector. So again, this particular program is available for both local as well as the international students, and also all the learning activities will take place in the Kuala Lumpur campus. And similar to BBA, our intake is only once a year, which is September, and for this year is October. Okay, so because it's a 4-year program, the credit is slightly higher. So this particular program requires students to complete 138 credits. These are the breakdowns: university courses 22, core courses faculty of 28, faculty elective courses 3. This is the number of courses, and this is the total credit hours. Program core courses of 21, courses 61 credits, elective courses of 2 and 6 credits, and also we require industrial training. So in total 138, and the fees here as stated here is $19,205 for the international students. As I've mentioned earlier on, the accounting program has been recognized both internationally and also nationally. So for national body, we have CPA Malaysia. For the internationals recognition, we have CPA Australia here, ICAEW, CIMA, this is IAE, IA International Institute of Auditors from US, ACCA, sorry, this is the Institute of Internal Auditors, and IAEP is our partnership with the Institute of Internal Auditors. Our recent recognition is with SIGFA UK, the Chartered Institute of Public Finance and Accountancy. So this is based in the UK. So this, when we see the professional recognition here, that means for all of this professional body, if the students decided to pursue their professional qualification upon the completion of the university degree, then you are able to get extensive number of exemption. This year, we're going to start our special route with the ICAEW partnership, where University Malaya become one among the 2 university in Malaysia, has been selected by ICAEW to get the maximum, what do you call that, exemption from the ICAEW. So if you're looking at the highest number of exemption for the papers with ICAEW, our program is the one of the 2 programs. Another one is University Science Malaysia that actually get this particular recognition by the ICAEW. For the ACCA, CIMA, CPA Australia, and also the CPA Malaysia, students are also have the options to do this concurrently while doing our study in UM. For example, we have a special arrangement with the ACCA where students can start taking paper from ACCA at year 3, and upon completion of the 4-year program, there is a possibility for the students to finish both degree and also get ACCA qualification at the same time. But obviously the fees are separate, And we also have some partnership with the Big Four auditors firms that can actually sponsor some of the students who are qualified and at the same time gain the job, secure the job as well with those companies. So there are various participation with the professional recognition by the accounting bodies. We get a very close. This is why one of the if I want to share that Bachelor of Accounting become in third year in a row that the most popular program had been applied across University in Malaya. So we are quite, have quite a number of applicants for the Bachelor of Accounting. The career outcome, well, in the first job, normally our students end up, some of them become business analysts, financial accountant, forensic accountant, market analyst, company auditors. And when they move up within 5 to 10 years, when we go back to them, they become in the managerial level, senior auditor, senior consultant, senior auditor, senior accountant, and so on. And after 15 to 20 years, they become the head of the directors level, become the chief financial officer. Some of them become quite a number of them become partners, as well as the chief executive directors officers. Talking about the industrial training just now, for both Bachelor of Business Administration and Bachelor of Accounting, so students need to take 24 weeks for BACC, and for BBA is 10 credits, so it's 20 weeks. Sorry, there's a slight mistake here. For the BBA is only 20 weeks for 10 credits, and BACC is 24 weeks, i.e. 12 credits. So basically the students will spend one particular semester doing their internship or industrial training, and the assessment will be based on 50-50 arrangement, where 50% comes from the faculty, from the lecturer, and 50% comes from the employer side. Okay, so these are the top recruiting companies. I'm not sure how many are you familiar with. I'm sure if those who are interested in accounting would recognize Deloitte, KPMG, PwC, EY, all right? Those Malaysian probably can recognize Petronas. Okay, the international students, I mean, you are quite familiar with Volkswagen, Grant Thornton, Panasonic, Bosch, and so on. So these are some of the top recruiting companies for our students. In fact, we have those companies coming in students even before their graduates. Okay, so that's more or less about the accounting program, the program that we offered in the faculty. Now, the opportunities for you when you join our faculty, there is a wide range of the students exchange program available. So you can see here there are quite a number of diverse places where you can actually go and apply and have one semester off during your period of study in Malaysia. Just to give you some facts in terms of our students exchange program for the faculty, you can see that our students, for the outbound student, most of our students love to go to Korea. So they go there for one semester and then come back here, spend one semester in Korean university. So I'm sure you all know K-pop, so yeah. So maybe that's the reason why most of our students love to go to Korea, and the rest are as stated here. Some of them even went to UK because we have all the MOU with quite a number of universities across the world. In terms of students coming into the university for the exchange program, you have here again the main majority coming from China. Okay, for one semester they come here and mingle together with the local students, with the students, our students, and as you can see, there are vast, diverse number of students coming from different countries. You can see that we receive a lot of Germany students as well, Korea, as well as China. Okay, so these are some nice moments that they have captured for you to see how happy they are. Look at how we have, there is an international students center that will actually arrange a lot of activities with the international students. with the students exchange that come to our university, as well as those who are actually going out to join other university in elsewhere. Okay, while studying also, there are a number of clubs which are very active. Okay, in the faculty there are 3 clubs. One, the 2 here, business club and accounting club, are the quite established quite a long time ago. While finance association is just recently been established with the introduction of our new program, Bachelor of Finance program. So basically, what these clubs do, they are actually very active. They have almost every week they have engagement with the industry. They are very, very close, especially accounting club. They have a very close relationship with all the big 4 auditing firms, the KPMG, EY, PwC, as well as Deloitte. Similar with business club, they have lots of activities. So you're gonna be busy if you're taking part actively into these clubs, right? Because they have organized and they do independently with minimum supervision from us, from the staff. We also have a special program where students are being sponsored by Genting Berhad to actually visit, to have a short visit elsewhere. So for example, in 2012, a group of students have been selected to go to Jakarta, Indonesia for the 3 E's, which is experiential, educational, and exploratory program. So basically what they do is they go and, to learn something within these 3E concepts. So I think the duration is around 1 to 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so the latest, the student went to Cambodia. So for this year, 2020, due to the coronavirus, we have to stop this program because of the limitation for traveling. But once these things are getting better, then we have planned already for the next country that we're gonna look at. Okay, so basically I have explained to you what are the programs that we have, what are the entry requirements, what are the benefits. I'm going to wrap up again why you should choose, if you want to choose UMFEA as your destination for your study. Number 1, our programs are highly recognized and accredited. Okay, as I've already mentioned, the various recognition from the accreditation body and professional body. For finance, for accounting, you have a fast-track professional qualification. I have also mentioned earlier on, where you can actually start doing your professional qualification as early as year 3. So you can start doing your CPA Australia, MIA CPA qualification, ACCA, ICAEW while you are studying in the faculty, because we have the arrangement there. More than 98% of our academic staffs are with PhD qualification and industrial experience. Although we are quite young faculty, established in 1997, but our academic staff are all with almost close to 100% have a PhD qualification. And we have also diverse qualification, meaning to say that these academic staff are being trained in various universities across the world. We have staff being trained in Australia, New Zealand, UK, US, Japan, some of the, as well as the local qualifications. So you get the good mix of academic staff with diverse industry as well as the qualification. We do have high quality teaching with up-to-date syllabus to meet the current demands of professional bodies and industries. We do rigorous curriculum review where we get all the feedback from the industry, and we're also in touch with all the time with the professional body, especially for the accounting degree. Good linkages with industry. In fact, we have almost every weekly basis, we will have 1 or 2 of your courses. We will have people coming from the industry to talk to you because we have practitioner session, and the industry loves to come and share their experiences and knowledge with the students. So being located in the center as well as a good university, so we have no problems to bring in the industry at any time to the classroom to to share and to get more enriched learning experience with the students. Number 6, to be part of the exchange student, we have diverse, as I said earlier on, more than 50 universities abroad, because we have a lot of MOUs. That means you can actually apply to various universities. So some of our students, for example, went for the UK and so on. So there is an opportunity for you not only to experience learning experience in Malaysia, but also in other countries as well. Opportunities to develop soft skills through students' club activities. As I mentioned earlier on, the students' club activities are very, very active. So you have the opportunity to develop every skill, managing skill, teamwork, and so on. So this can be fully utilized if you join the club activities. And obviously our ranking is among the top 60 in the world and top 20 in Asia and first in Malaysia. So this alone, give you a lot of advantage in terms of employment and so on. Okay, so finally I'm gonna end up with some good, nice picture of snapshot of the UM. This is the main library of the faculty of the university where the students studies. It is one of the most well-equipped libraries in Malaysia. All right. In fact, we also have a 24 hours section where students can actually practically be there 24 hours. This place become very popular during the exam time. Okay, this is what we call Dewan Tunku Chancellor. This is one of the old buildings where the graduation ceremony is being held. So it's a very iconic building in the campus. This is our arts gallery located in Chancery Building, where the arts collection are being displayed. So if you are into arts, you can go and have some inspiration over there. This is the we'll call that our theater, okay, where the symphony, we have a symphony club also in UM. Beside the 3 clubs, there are many other various clubs in the university that you can actually join. So one of them is Equestra. So this is the place where they perform. So the theater and all the art students performing short theater, orchestra, all this will be held here. This is the most scary building, which is the examination building. Okay, it's quite huge. So all the examination will be held here. So it's a very 3 big hall for examination for the whole university. When you're stressful, you can go and visit what we call Rimba Ilmu, because our university campus is huge and a large portion of it comes under Rimba Ilmu, where you can find all the relaxation. You can see all these plants, trees, and things like that, bugs and everything that will be very good for you to jog in the morning also. Right here. We also have a varsity lake located in the center of the campus, so we can have some water related activities like canoeing here. Okay, they also allow some fishing also at certain times. Okay, so you can do a lot of activities here. It's very nice. This is our stadium. Okay, for the athletes. Sorry. Stadium as well as stadium, and this is where the convocation is. The inside of the Dewan Tunku Chancellor. This is how the convocation looks like. A time where every graduates would love to be on that stage to receive their scrolls. Some happy faces. This is some of our graduates last year with the lecturers. All right, I think that's all for me. This is the way ahead to apply. I think you can look at it, and so we can go. And any inquiries, you can go. You can either ask now or further inquiries. These are our contact number, email, as well as our websites. Thank you very much.
So, okay. Thank you so much, Dr. Zulkhairi. It was a really wonderful listening to your sharing and how invested you truly are towards the field of business and accountancy. And we are really grateful for that. And it was really indeed a fruitful one. Okay, I will now proceed to the Q&A session. We have got quite a few numbers of questions from the audience. And in the interest of time, for those questions that are not being able to be answered today, you can always engage with us through our official email at study@um.edu.my. I repeat, you can engage with us through study, study, at um.edu.my. Okay, let me read out the first questions from our audience. The first one is, okay, Doctor, how is the teaching and learning will be conducted for the academic year of 2020-2021? Will it be online or will it be a face-to-face class, or what is the current information on this?
Okay. For the current, for the next coming intake, October 2020, right, the whole of the teaching exercise will be conducted online. The management has decided to do it online. So students will have access to the online platform that we have specifically in university. We call it Spectrum. So all the learning activities will be conducted online, except for certain classes in which requires practical, hands-on kind of training. For the faculty, I think for the first year students, since there is no, kind of practical kind of courses yet in first year, so I would expect the students will then have to go online classes for the first semester.
Yes, yes. Okay, thank you, Doctor. Okay, we have, I think this is one of the most interesting questions as well. Usually we've been getting this questions from a lot of students. Okay, what does special semester means?
Okay, special semester is a very short semester. Okay, we do not normally open or offer any courses during the semester because we want to give the students a break. But in certain circumstances, students are actually allowed to register for certain courses, okay, if they are graduating students. So that means the teaching, the normal semester consists of 14 weeks. The special semester consists of 7 weeks. So meaning to say that the face-to-face teaching will be double for every week. That means if you used normally to have a 2 hour of lecture or 3 hours of seminar, you're going to have a 6 hour of seminar for a course in a week. So that it can double up to meet the 14 weeks requirements. So that's what special semester means. So it is normally being given or being offered to the students who are graduating, who need to graduate. But having said that, at certain circumstances, we also offer certain elective courses to help students to expedite their study duration.
Okay, sure. Thank you so much, Doctor. Okay, moving on to the next questions. I think this is for those who have been offered for an enrollment to the University of Malaya. Will the registration be conducted online or will it be physical? So what should we do and who can we be in touch with? Let's say they have any, questions which relates to the Faculty of Business and Accountancy.
I really cannot answer that question at the moment because we are still, waiting for. This is the central administration will be done by centrally by the university. So I do not have the details of it.
Probably I can share a bit of this new information that I've received, Doctor, from the Academic Administration and Services Center. Since due to this pandemic and to curb whatever things that are actually happening now, all the registrations, all the briefing session for new students who will be enrolling will be conducted online, and new information will be given in a timely manner in I think probably in the next coming week. Okay, thank you, Doctor. Okay, next. I think this is one of the most famous questions, I think, throughout the history of any university. Okay, do we provide any scholarships, Doctor? Or even do you have any scholarship at the Faculty of Business and Accountancy that you would like to share today? Or I don't know, some sort of like financial aids that you could share with us?
Okay. Specifically for the faculty, we do not have any scholarship, as we can offer to the students. But I think at the university level, there are some financial assistance being available for the students. Um, and again, it's subject to whether you meet the requirements and so on. For the international students, I'm not really sure whether we have or not. Maybe you can also share with that. But for the faculty itself, we do not have any, we do not provide any financial assistance. But students obviously can, for pursuing their, talking about the professional qualification, we do have some arrangement with the industry to support their professional qualification. But for the fee at the faculty, we do not have such arrangement for the financial.
Yes. Okay, and also I would like to take this opportunity to let all of you guys know that soon enough we'll be having another webinar series, which will be touching mostly on scholarships, on financial aids provided by University Malaya. Okay, so you stay tuned and follow us on our social media platforms so that we can share with you, and you can join our webinar session so that we can share more on what's the scholarships that's available at University of Malaya. Okay, Doctor. The next question is, I think this is very important that because we have thousands of universities in the world. Why is it really important to have an accreditation for programs, especially from FBA? Would you mind sharing it to us?
The recognition is important because I think we have to benchmark ourselves with the best. And obviously we cannot do ourselves. So it's no good to have a self recognition that we are doing good or we are offering the best program. So by having professional accreditation, professional recognition and accreditation from the outside body or with the established body, then we can then assure the students that the learning experience and the programs that we offer are actually of the high quality. So those, when we have been accredited and we have been recognized by these professional bodies, by this international body like AACSB, which is one of the most, for business school, that is one of the most prestigious. So if you look at all the top universities, they all have the AASB, okay, recognition, because that is the body that actually recognizes the quality of the teaching, the quality of the staff, and the quality of the programs, which assure the student that they get only the best from that program. So, when we have that kind of recognition also, that means we have a lot of resources that we can share from different universities, and it's also facilitates the networking among the staff to deliver the best teaching materials as well as the latest information within the business area with the students. So that's basically the reason why the recognition and the accreditation is important.
Awesome. Thank you, Doctor. Okay, now I have a question from our fellow student from UITM, University Technology Mara. He would like to, he or she would like to know whether or not transfer of credit is accepted or is acceptable in the Faculty of Business and Accountancy.
Okay, transfer of credits. I'm not really sure whether it's transfer. Are you doing a bachelor degree elsewhere and trying to transfer to bachelor degree in UM, or are you talking about the transfer to?
She used to be a diploma student in business at UITM. So is that okay to transfer?
Right. So in that case, we do have a system where we actually do transfer credits for those diploma students. But basically you need to provide the information. So I cannot say that it is a blanket, if you are from UITM, then you can get the credits. It will be on the looking at your subjects. So basically what we're looking at the level of the difficulty of the subjects as well as the coverage of the subjects. So we need all the information before you can do the application. So normally when students come into the faculty, we give 1 semester for them to, there are certain number of deadlines that they need to adhere to, apply for the transfer credits and provide us with the complete information on the course. And then the committee will then look at the coverage as well as level of difficulty. Then only the students can get whether they have been accepted to transfer the credit or not. So basically, that's the process how the transfer credits takes place for the faculty.
Okay, awesome. Okay, thank you, Doctor. The next question would be, I think this is has been haunting our prospective students. They really wanted to know per academic year how many students get an enrollment. What are the quota? Or do we even have any quota? How many that you take? Because University of Malaya is very competitive in terms of applicants coming in. So, what are the opportunities for them?
Okay, it's basically a change every year. To say that well, basically because we are research university, we do have some limitation in terms of seats for our undergraduates, but we're looking about for one batch 120 students for Bachelor of Accounting, 100 for Bachelor of Business Administration, and slightly lower for Bachelor of Finance. So that's changed every year also. So it depends on the
I see. Doctor, we've been receiving these inquiries quite a bit now. Since we are now actually discussing on bachelor's degree, do we open our bachelor's degree to matured student of the age of 35 and above?
There is no age restriction as such, as long as you but obviously for the local university students, there are certain requirements. I mean, they only, if I'm not mistaken, there are some, I mean, they requires the recent STPM or, the matriculation results. So that means if you are of more than 35 age, most likely your degree or your matriculation or your diploma has lapsed quite a number of years. So in terms of getting into through the UPU routes becomes it's not possible. So I mean, ultimately there is an age restriction from the UPU sites. But for accounting degree, we have a different route which was called SATU, which then allow the students, those age students, to join our program because there is no restriction under the SATU routes. So UPU, I would say there is a age restriction unless those who are 35 age start doing their foundation only last year, then there's no problem.
I see. So, Doctor, would you mind sharing with us a little bit more? If let's say that I couldn't get a UPU to enroll into Faculty of Business and Accountancy, what are the other chances that I have to actually getting an enrollment into especially to the Faculty of Business and Accountancy?
Yeah. Well, our as I said earlier on, our programs are quite popular. So yeah, a lot of people will be denied entry into the the normal UPU routes. All right, but we also have another route in which we also accept students through SATU route, in which the students have to pay we call that a different fee from the student, but the rigorousness and the process applications remains the same. So there is an opportunity for those who are not getting a place under UPU to apply in our SATU program, but this is not under the faculty. All the applications should go to another UMC set, which is another entity. So basically the faculty did not, get involved with the application side. What we do is we only vetted through the applications, and the interview will be conducted as normal UPU route by the faculty staff. So the involvement of the faculty staff at the looking at the qualification, selecting the students, but the rest, all the administrative part will be handled by UMC staff.
Okay, thank you so much, Shota. I think this is one of the last question. I think this is have been quite a confusion to our prospective students. As for Faculty of Business and Accountancy, especially for bachelor's degree, you are offering 3 programs, like it's business, bachelor's in business, bachelor's in finance, bachelor's in accountancy. So how do I make decision of which program do I apply to? Um, yeah, some kind of questions.
Okay. Well, I would say it goes back to your interests and your ambition, basically. As mentioned earlier on, the career prospect for each program is different. So if you want to become an accountant, an auditor, or those who are professional accountants, then obviously the best option or the best choice that you should go is Bachelor of Accounting, because that's the fastest route to get the professional qualification for accountant, for accounting. But if you like to entrepreneur kind of person who have an ambition not to open, to be in the organization but not really likes to deal with the numbers and technical stuff, then you have to go for BA, because that is more general and it's less technical, I would say, compared to the accounting degree. And if you are into the finance kind of line where you like to become financial analysts, brokers, all this kind of really into financing part, then Bachelor of Finance is the best way for you to go forward. So because it's a 3 different route program which offer different career path. So the more general will be on business administration, but still you can have some area of specialization, as I mentioned earlier on. But if you really know what you want to do, you want to become an accountant, you want to become financial analyst, then you go for a more specific degree, which is accounting or finance.
Okay, understandable. Thank you so much, Dr.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you so much. Okay, with the final questions asked, we have now concluded our webinar series for today. And I would like to take this opportunity to express our utmost gratitude, especially to our guest speaker, Dr. Zulkhairi, and also to our audience for spending your precious time with us today. We really hope to see you soon at UM. And if you have further questions that we couldn't answer today, you can always engage with us through our email at study@um.edu.my. And I would also like to bring to everyone's attention that we will be having another webinar session on 14th of August 2020, Friday at 10 a.m. So don't miss out the chance to participate in our upcoming episode, whereby we will be sharing exclusively with you on the world-renowned Graduate School of Business, which we will be focusing heavily on postgraduate study. As I can see here, we actually, Doctor, we have received quite numbers of questions which relates to postgraduate studies. So if you wanted to know more, and if you wish to know what kind of programs that we offer and how to actually to get an enrollment, admission and whatnot, you can join our upcoming webinar session on 14th of August 2020, Friday at 10 a.m. And our guest speaker will be the one and only Associate Professor Dr. Yusniza Kamarudzaman, who is also the Deputy Dean for Postgraduate Study at the Faculty of Business and Accountancy. Last but not least, okay, to our precious audience, don't forget to leave your feedback right after this session ends. And I think that is all for now. Thank you so much. Stay healthy, stay safe. Thank you. Goodbye, and see you guys.
Thank you very much. Have a lovely day. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.